Yeah, driving a car. I'm telling you, we are so hippie that Gaspar's almost 40 and he's only getting his driver's now. Because we realized we kind of need one of us to have a driving license. Kind of make life a bit easier in some circumstances. And you guys know how much we don't really care to drive. Of course, we drive motorcycle when we're on the islands in Thailand, but that's about it. They take driving seriously, yeah. And he will only know in 48 hours. But because then it's the weekend, he'll only know it on Monday. Yeah, actually, it's funny you say that, Raiden, because the maneuvering and stuff, he's really good at it. Because he's used to maneuvering sailboats. And maneuvering a car, it's just about spatial awareness and stuff. So I think his knowledge of driving and maneuvering a sailboat has paid off and made it very easy for him to like parallel park and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, everyone was saying that, Trogi, that the EU license is very hard to get. And apparently you never get it on your first go. So we'll see. And anybody who's French, maybe you can also tell me what your experience was about your driving exam. He's doing it in Nice as well. Ever bicycle? Yeah, sometimes. But I like to walk. Walking is my favorite. Walking's my favorite. Yeah. And because I think also driving in Europe is hard because it's an old country, right? So you've got tiny little streets and weird ass like road signs and Funky. Thank you, Funky, for your 2 months. Too awkward. A go-kart downhill. I know how to do it. That was fun. Yeah, in Singapore, right? Yeah, it can also depend on the teacher and the route you get. And Aknor, thank you so much for your sub, your 2 months resub. Thank you. The universe does work in mysterious ways, Davey. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Too many people fail the three-point turn. So you take it off the test. How is that logical? Wait, what's the three-point turn? Someone who doesn't drive, tell me. I'm like one of the only Canadians in the world that doesn't know how to drive. If you're from the States or if you're from Canada, you have to drive. There's like, the country's so big, you know? Driving is normal, but because I haven't really lived, and like living in Montreal, you don't need to drive. It's like a European city. A K turn, same as 3-point. Making a K. Why would you need to do that though, Coffee? Like when you're trying to get out of a spot? I was born. Yeah, I lived in Montreal. I was born in Toronto. But in Montreal, I walked everywhere. Public transportation was fine. You don't want to drive in Montreal. It's ridiculous. It's horrible. It's like France. It's like Paris. You don't drive unless you're off the island. You know. I never drove. You know. Okay. So, oh, I see. So when you're just doing like, got it. Coffee talk. I love it. So when you can't make a full U-turn, I picture it in my head now. Got it. So you do like 1, 2, 3, and then go off, right? Got it. Yeah. I've seen cars do that. My dad doing that. I wonder if Gaspar had to practice that. Probably. Well, also because, yeah, you guys drive big monsters as well. Probably doesn't help. Mike, thank you for your bits. Cheers. Hello. Szia, Zolcsi. Szép jó napot. Itt vagyunk Kompangánon. Ez a sziget, ami ilyen... Itt laktunk egy pár évig, itt dolgoztam búvártanár. Itthon vagyunk most, hazajöttünk. Aha. Jersey jug handle. Szia, Max. How are you? Thai food's very good, yes. In Thailand. Indeed. Igen. Itthon vagyunk. De jó. Rickle, thank you for your bits. Thank you so much. Honda Civic parallel parking and frequent turns are easy. Yeah, get a small car. Goji berry. That's good. So. So the ferry terminal, the ferry where the boat arrived, is just up there. And we're going to continue into the town now. Okay, we have to actually cross a creek. So we're going through the center of the city. Center of the town. Crossing the creek and going to my hotel. It should take us about 9-minute walk. Okay, my bad. 9-minute walk, not 8. So, but a 9-minute, I'm gonna say 10 minutes with the backpack. Just two languages. You never wrecked your big car? But the thing is, in the States and Canada, we've got big roads for the most part. So it's okay to drive big cars, but in Europe, with small streets, you know. Yeah, Morcat, it's great. LiveView, the LiveView device is company LiveView that made these video encoding devices, which is really cool. It bonds several SIM cards together. So LiveView is the company that provides and builds and produces these video encoding devices, which are these little computer things that bond SIM cards and then take your video footage and stream it directly to whatever server or whatever. And LiveView is a huge company that from all over the world, and they actually are the people powering the like live news and what is the live sports on the TV? People who, you know, like the news broadcasters on like CNN or whatever, who are like live on site, they are being filmed using a LiveView, which then takes the broadcast and sends it back to the studio, which then gets broadcasted onto the channels. ESPN, thank you. Yes, that's the one. ESPN. I knew there was an E in there somewhere. I just lost it. So they're those guys, and so somehow we managed the tiny little IRL community on Twitch back in the day when this backpack setup was made by Gunrun. He contacted LiveView and asked them, like, okay, is there a device that's kind of more non-commercial useful device. And so this little guy is just a little solo like this, and it's the same idea, and bonds 3 SIM cards. And so now if you hear anyone saying, oh, I'm using the backpack, what they mean is they're connecting a camera to the live view, which then streams it to their server, which then streams it onto Twitch. But yeah, the guy who the guy who created the backpack, he found all these pieces, these pre-existing bits, like the live view Solo, and then he went and he tested a bunch of cameras and found that the Sony AS300 was the best, and then he found the battery packs that work well, and the this and that. So he did all the homework for us, which is pretty cool. And now it's up to you. You can, customize it, use different cameras and whatever, depending on what you need. But the basic idea is there from Gunrun. Selson, oh my goodness, how are you? Thank you so much for your 3 months. How's everything? Hanao? Where's Hanao? Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Cool. Okay, last few sips, and then I'm gonna go inside and pay. I wonder if I can use their washroom. We go in and pay and ask them to use